Thank you for coming back to our Slice of Pie page, of course, where we teach English every day or study advice every day. So today, this is, of course, a part of our series, Idioms series. We teach different idioms, especially I like to use from our uh, high school class books, the side-by-side books. In junior high and high school, we use these books. So today we're going to use, again, a topic from side-by-side. Today is about dating topics. Some things like, for example, nuts about me, gave me the cold shoulder. Let's say I fell for him and stood up. I was stood up, she stood me up. As usual, I'll tell a story in the beginning. Well, first, in the very beginning, I'll show you pictures of these idioms in practice from the side-by-side book. Then I'll tell a story. After the story, then I'll teach them. And then please stay to the very end where we'll do a quiz and you'll guess from this quiz. Today's story will be actually based on a true story from my life. But first, let me change the camera here. Let's see if I can show you here the pictures. Of course, here we go. So you can see here, of course, here. Yes, he's nuts about me. You can see the literal meaning, nuts. He's nuts about me, nuts. So, okay, we'll learn what that means today. And then I fell for him the moment I met him. As you can see, she fell down. So I fell for him the moment I met him. Can you guess what does it mean? And of course, over here we have she gave me the cold shoulder. Yeah, we'll learn about cold shoulder. Also, we'll learn about hot, warm, cool, and cold today. What do they mean in idioms? And then here we, of course, have the last one. We had we had planned to go on a date, but she stood me up. As you can see, she's literally standing him up or stood up. So what does stood up mean? So these four, can you guess? So nuts about me, fell for, stood up. Yes, cold shoulder. Can you guess what each one means? So here, I'll show you all the pictures here as a change. Today, we're going to have a swimming story. So I'll change to here. Let me see. But before I do that, let me open up the whiteboard here. You can see all the phrases in person. Okay, of course. So here we go. So yes, she nuts about me. She gave me the cold shoulder. I fell for him the moment I met him. We had planned to go on a date, but she stood me up. And of course, they mean one of these. I liked him right away. He likes me a lot. She didn't show up to meet me, and she didn't pay attention to me. So, of course, these four mean one of these four. So let's see our story today about a swimming story. That's why I have the ocean here. So we have a swimming story today where this is a true story that happened to me in high school. It's about, there'll be three conversations with three people. The first conversation will be between Robert and Kent, me, Kent and Robert. Second conversation, Lisa and Kent. And the third conversation will be, of course, between Robert and Kent again. So number one, so Robert and Kent. So, hey, Kent, did you hear about the swimming party this weekend at Karen's house? Are you going to go? Oh, yeah, sure. I'm going to go. Okay. Are you going to invite anybody to come with you? I haven't thought about it. Well, do you like anybody? Well, yeah. You know, Lisa, our coworker here at Kmart, she is the most beautiful girl in this store. I fell for her the moment I saw her. She's so beautiful. Oh, really? I didn't know you fell for Lisa so bad. So hard. Why don't you ask her to the swimming party this weekend? Oh, I can't do that. Why not? Can't? What's wrong? Well, I asked her out before. I tried to ask her out before, but she gave me the cold shoulder. Eh, really? Well, why'd she give you the cold shoulder? Well, maybe because I was so nervous, I couldn't speak well, and I mumbled my words. So of course she gave me the cold shoulder. So I don't want to risk that again in case it happens again. Oh, don't worry about it, Ken. I'll talk to her for you. Oh, Robert, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh yes, no worry. I'll talk to her. So I'll tell her that you're nuts for her, and maybe she might go to the party with you. So, okay. Okay. Thanks, Robert, for your help. Okay, so second conversation between Lisa and Kent. Hey, Kent, I heard from Robert that you're nuts for me. Yes, that's right. Yes, I am. I fell for you the moment I met you. Really? Wow, I didn't know that. Well, that's so happy to hear. Well, okay. Well, did he tell you about the swimming party this weekend? Oh yeah, at Karen's house, right? Sure, I'd love to go with you. Oh, great. But first, Ken, it's the first party of this summer season, so I'd like to go shopping for some swimsuits first at the local Dillard's Mall. Oh, well, that sounds good. Okay, sure. Well, can you come with me so we can make it a mini date? Oh, wow, really? Sure. Sure, I don't mind. It's unusual, but okay. Yeah, sure. We'll do that, and then this weekend we'll go to the swimming party. Okay, so conversation three, back between Robert and Kent again. Hey, Robert. Sorry. Hey, Kent. How'd it go? Like, did you ask her out? Oh, yeah, she said yes. Well, really? Are you looking forward to it? Not really. Yeah, why not? What happened? Well, I don't know if you heard, but we planned to go on a mini date to look at some swimsuits she needed to buy for the summer, but she stood me up. So I couldn't believe it when I was there. It was such a shock to my system. So I don't think I will be dating her this weekend, and I guess she won't show up. If she already stood me up once, maybe she might stand me up again. So fool me twice, shame on me. So, okay, well, sorry to hear that. Hope to see you at the party this weekend, Kent. Okay, take care. Okay, so that was kind of a longer story than I usually give, but we used all the words. Did you catch them? Nuts about me, nuts about you, nuts about her. Uh, let's see what else. Gave cold shoulder, of course. She gave me the cold shoulder when I asked her out. I fell for her the moment I met her. That fell for him, and we planned to go on a date, but she stood me up. Let's see. So now let's check and see if we can get these answers done. Yes. So the first one, can you guess? Nuts about me. Can you guess what does nuts about me mean? He's nuts about me. Oh, he's. So it's a hint here, of course. The answer maybe be he likes me a lot. Yeah, he likes me a lot. Okay, let's see. She gave me the cold shoulder. We'll talk about this in a minute, especially cold shoulder. I want to explain about what does that mean a little bit more. But she gave me the cold shoulder. Again, she is a hint here. And I would probably say D, right? She didn't pay attention to me. She gave me the cold shoulder. And the next, I fell for him the moment I met him. So I fell for him. I fell for her. Maybe in this one you have a hint because him here, I liked him right away. The moment I met him, right away, of course. And then last one, we planned to go on a date, but she stood me up. Of course, stood me up in the side-by-side textbook. They just say she didn't meet me. But I added here, I think stood up is closer to meaning that she didn't show up to meet me. So as I said in my story, she stood me up. So we were supposed to go on the date to go shopping for bathing suits, but she stood me up. She didn't show up. So I didn't see her at the mall. Okay. So, but I wanted, as I said, I wanted to go back to this part here. Cold shoulder. What does this mean? Of course. And it's kind of related, but it's not about a dating idiom today. But in English, when we use temperatures, it's about how much emotion we have. So, of course, if we have hot, warm, cool, and cold. So when we talk about how much emotion, the higher up is more emotion and lower is less emotion. So here, if I can draw, wait a minute. Oh, yes, here we go. So if I can draw an arrow here, so as we go up in the temperature gauge, that's more emotion, of course. So let me see here. Okay, here we go. Let me change blue then. Here we go. So this is, of course, more emotion. So these should be emotions. And let me move this over here. More emotions. And of course, at the bottom of this ranking, like cold, will be less emotions. So more versus less. So here we go. So things like, for example, today's word, we have cold shoulder. So of course we have cold shoulder. She gave me the cold shoulder, ignored me. Cold shoulder means no emotion. I met my new boss. He gave me the cold shoulder. So of course, then we have cool-headed. My new boss is so cool-headed. He never gets excited. He never gets upset, loudly upset. So he's cool-headed. He's calm, in other words. Then, of course, warm. You might have heard this a lot. This is maybe most famous of these. Warm welcome. At my new company, when I joined there, they gave me the warm welcome. So they had a party for me, and they gave me cake and pizzas, and it was such a warm welcome. And of course, at the very top here, hot-tempered. So tempered, similar to the word temperature. Of course, hot-tempered means very angry. So he was hot-tempered. My boss was so hot-tempered. I returned my report one day too late. He was so hot-tempered. He was so upset with me. Yes, hot-tempered. So as you can see, cold shoulder, ignored me, so no emotion. Cool-headed, he's calm, so he's less emotion. Warm welcome, wow, it's like a hug. It's such a warm welcome. And hot-tempered, yeah, anger. So of course, there's also a famous saying in English that we might say, which is, cool head, but warm heart. This is, of course, another famous expression of heart, warm-hearted. So cool head, but warm heart means keep calm. Sorry, why did I put there? I should just put cool head. Cool head, sorry. But, yes, warm heart, of course. Yes, so the point is keep calm or keep a cool head, but warm heart. Be emotionally open or available to them. Yes, and as always, I always tell my students, when you make a mistake, like I made a mistake here, let me change to red. When you make the mistake here, never erase. You just cross off like this. So then you know, oh, there's my mistake. I can find it later. Okay, yes, again, so remember these hot, warm, cool, cold when talking about emotional words. It's I want to explain because we have the cool shoulder today. So now let's go back. So now it's time in the lesson where hopefully you took notes. Now I'm going to give you a quiz and you're going to guess which of these phrases matches best. For example, we have here nuts about you, cold shoulder, fell for him, stood up. So using these phrases, you have to match to my 4 quiz questions. Let's see, number 1. Again, using from the side-by-side book I use in junior high and high school classes. Let's see, number 1. George gave me the cold shoulder. So which answer? So write your answers in the comments below. George gave me the cold shoulder. A, did you see a doctor? B, I'm surprised. I thought he liked you. C, what are you going to give him? D, that's nice. So again, if you didn't hear all the answers, please rewind and listen again. Number 2, I'm nuts about Sally. A, I don't like her either. B, you shouldn't be angry at her. C, what's wrong with her? And D, you should tell her I think she likes you too. So again, I'm nuts about Sally. So which answer, A, B, C, or D? So put it in the comment section. 3, Rosa stood me up. Oh, that's the word, stood up. A, there weren't any seats left. B, she's very helpful. C, maybe she had to work late. D, did you enjoy your date? So again, stood up. What does stood me up stand for? Number 4, I fell for Harry the moment I met him. So again, A, really? So quickly? B, what a terrible way to meet someone. C, when did you start to like him? And D, he's very clumsy. Yes, again, I fell for Harry the moment I met him. So if you didn't understand any of these questions or the answers, please rewind and listen again. Or if you've forgotten our story, rewind and listen to the story again, now that you know all the meanings to the words. So thanks again. So I'll see you in tomorrow's lesson. Don't forget to like these videos so that we'll know that you're enjoying them. And also subscribe here. We have some other videos up here up top. Over here, we have some videos similar, like teaching videos. And over here, popular videos on our website. Thanks again for coming to these videos. Have a good day and see you in tomorrow's lesson. Take care.